Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time in my channel or this is the first time you're stumbling on this beautiful face, hi, my name is Onyeka, and if you're returning, thank you so very much for returning. In today's video, I'm going to be reading out my statement of purpose to you. This is the statement of purpose, or this is the letter I wrote to the visa officer convincing he or she why I should be granted a study visa to come to Canada. This is the letter, or this is the statement of purpose I wrote to my visa officer convincing he or she why I should be given a visa, or why I should be granted a visa to come and study in Canada. So I'm going to be reading out my statement of purpose right now. I have my laptop here. Permit me if you see me looking down, okay? So without further ado, let's just head right into the video. I started off with my first name and my last name. I just wrote Onyeka Okigwe like at the top part of the letter. I'm going to leave like a picture of what it looks like just beside the screen here, just to let you know what it looks like. And then I wrote like statement of purpose in capital letter. I started off by saying, my name is Onyeka Okigwe. I am dash years old. You can include your age and the graduate of what university did you graduate from. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Accounting. I am applying for a study permit as I was accepted into Fanshawe College to the International Business Management Program. So you're going to tell the visa officer what program you were accepted to come and study and to what college, right? I believe going to a college after I have obtained my bachelor's degree will enable me learn valuable skills that will help me succeed in my career as a business manager, as this has been my dream from childhood. So you're going to explain to them why you chose this program and why you feel like obtaining a diploma after you have your bachelor's degree is the right fit for you, or the right choice, right? I now went further to say I have always seen business managers as epitome of uprightness, hard work, and meticulousness. Now this is the first paragraph. Next paragraph, I went ahead to say my mother, I called her name, her son name, who is I mentioned her occupation, and my father, I called his name and son name, and who is also I mentioned his occupation. So for instance, my mother's name is Linda and her son name is Linda Okafor, and my father's name is, let me just say, Peter. So let me just read how it's going to sound to you so you understand it better. So I'm going to say my mother, Mrs. Linda Okafor, who is a teacher or who is a politician, and my father, Mr. Peter Okafor, who is a public servant, have in various ways provided the building blocks that structured me as a human being in terms of discipline and strict attention to detail. I live with both my mother and my father, and they have been my sole sponsor and biggest mentor my entire life and up to this moment. I am the third child of my parents, or you can say, if you're the first, say you're the first child of your parents or anyone, any of that. I am the third child of my parents, and my whole family lives in. Which part of Nigeria does your family live in, or which part of the world do you live with your family? That's if you're living with your family. But if you're not living with your family, then that's fine, you can just skip this part. So I said I am the third child of my parents, and my whole family live in Nigeria, where my siblings and I were born and raised, and they also work here. I have dash sisters and dash brothers. You can, like, depends on your family. If it's just you can just say you're the only one. If you have other siblings, you can go ahead and state that as well. Namely, I called their name. I had my secondary education at, you can fill in where whichever place you had your secondary education, where I was a science student. But for the love I have for the business world, after my secondary education, I went to university for my Bachelor of Science in Accounting to finally pursue my dream. So in this next paragraph, I said I never started off as a star kid, and though I did not graduate with the best result after my schooling, I was fulfilled I took that big step to pursuing my dreams. So this is for those of us that didn't graduate with like first class, 4.0, 5 points, you know. In my undergraduate days, I discovered the key to success, apart from hard work and devotion, was having a personal development plan and following it rigorously. It is my dream to give back to my community here in Nigeria by setting up businesses which will in turn create employment opportunities and also boost the economy in my country. Now, this is the part you're going to be telling the visa officer that after my studies in Canada, I am going to be returning back to my country. So after the duration of my studies, be it 1 year, 2 years, I am going to be going back to my home country. This is very important because the visa officer wants you to let them know that after your studies, you're returning back to your home country. The study permit route is not like a permanent resident route. It's more you coming into Canada as a student means you're here as a temporary resident. It entails you going back to your country after your studies. This is very important. Please don't skip this part where you're going to tell the visa officer that you're returning back to your country, okay? Then the next paragraph, I said as an aspiring entrepreneur, I was able to learn some skills like tailoring, makeup, and also vlogging. So I actually, at a point, I knew how to sew clothes. At a point, I knew how to do makeup. I didn't know how to do a little of all those things, but not a lot. And then, of course, vlogging, just letting them know that I wasn't idle after my undergraduate days. I did some things, I learned some skills, and of course I had like some certificates to show for it, so I presented those certificates as well. I also own a YouTube channel where I talk about life in Nigeria, give reviews, and also make people see Nigeria through my lens. I also volunteered at a skills fest that aimed at helping people with skills and hard work know that it's okay to follow their passion. If you have any volunteering experience or any volunteering activities you perform that you have certificates to show for it, you can also write this down and also present the certificates that you volunteered, because I just feel that knowing that you did some voluntary activities or you volunteered in some activities is like it's going to make you stand out. So I just included like I volunteered and I included the activity I volunteered in, all of that. I continued writing. I said, having watched my dad grow his business to where it is today, I have come to understand that every company, including startups, needs a business manager, as it is a vital part of growing a successful firm. A business needs a manager who oversees its affairs to prevent the business from crumbling. Also, a lot of companies are starting up due to the increase in population, and that opens up more job opportunities for me. So I thought, why not learn it myself, know how it works, and build a successful business with my knowledge in the future. Now, this depends on the course you are going to take. I am currently taking the International Business Management program. So I was writing to the visa officer telling him why I want to take this course and how that course is going to help me when I come back to my home country. Remember to always relate it back to you. Always relate it to you coming back to your home country. It's very, very important, okay? In the next paragraph, I said schooling in Canada will be such a great opportunity for me, as Canada is recognized worldwide for its outstanding quality of education. The educational system in Canada encourages cross-disciplinary studies and development of skills. Canada also enables one to mix up and interact with different cultures, as it is known to be a very multicultural country. Just this part, you're just basically letting them know that you know about the country you're coming to study into, right? Canada also enables one to mix up, interact with different cultures, as it is no. Okay, I've said this part. Then, having completed my undergraduate studies in accounting, I am very interested in expanding my knowledge base, and thus taking international business management at Fanshawe College will give me the best opportunity I need to prepare me for my future, as the courses offered, such as, now you have to let them know that you have even done further research, like you have gone to your school's website, to do further research about the course you want to take. So as the courses offer such as advanced professional communication, business planning for market entry, product and service for a global market, to name but a few, will give me the best knowledge I need to pursue my goals. So the visa officer will be convinced that this girl really she has even gone further to do research about the courses she's taking. It just makes me look or sound serious, you know. I now went ahead to say I have read testimonials on Financial College website, and a lot of graduates of the International Business Management Department are doing well for themselves, and I believe it will be a good return on my tuition fee after my studies. I will also have an opportunity to work part-time while studying, which wasn't so easy to come by in Benin Republic, where I obtained my first degree certificate. Having known that Canada allocates 20 hours per week to international students to work made me super excited about my life in Canada. Now the next paragraph, I went ahead to say, since my graduation from the university, I have done a 1-year internship at the internship was just relating to like where I did my NYSC. So I wrote where I did my NYSC, I wrote the department where I did my NYSC, and I further went ahead to explain that this was part of my country's mandatory youth service program. During the service year, I assisted with some, you write what you assisted with, the whole job you did while you were serving or any of that. Then after my internship, I worked at, then after my NYSC, I now gave them like the places I worked at, and I am currently working as, feeling where you're currently working in as, because they don't want to be saying like you have not been doing anything throughout your stay, you've just been home doing nothing. So you have to put in like your work experiences, right? Then the next paragraph, I went ahead to say, during my stay in Canada, my father will be responsible for funding my tuition and will also provide for my living expense. The revenue generated from this part was where I explained to the visa officer where he's getting the funds to which he's going to use and sponsor my education. So I wrote down where he's getting his funds, and then I further went ahead to say, my father has had the opportunity to visit Canada and other countries around the world, and though I have not had the opportunity to travel like he did, as I was always schooling. So at this point, you know, most time why people get denied, I usually say like no travel history. So I didn't have like any, the only travel history I had was to Benin Republic, and I went ahead to explain to the visa officer why I haven't been able to travel to other countries. I also told him that my dad had the opportunity to travel to Canada, and I haven't had that opportunity because I was always schooling. If you have any family relation that have traveled to Canada, you can just to tell the visa officer that I have a family that have traveled, but although I didn't have the opportunity to travel, maybe probably because you were always schooling or you were always busy with schoolwork or something like that. So that was what I wrote, and that while at the university, I took the summer program, which made me stay back in school attending lectures even during summer breaks around the world, as this was counted as a full semester, and though optional, I enjoyed always being around my books, studying, and being around the school environment. Just say something, like add to the reason why you haven't been able to travel. So this was my reason why I wasn't able to travel most of the time. Next paragraph, I said, I strongly believe that my enthusiasm for business management, my eagerness to learn how successful companies manage their business, and my ability to work hard will help me succeed in such a fulfilling career. If granted visa to study in Canada, I will strive to succeed and implement the knowledge and experience gained to contribute to the growth and development of my father's business and any future firm I hope to work with at the end of my study and future ventures in Nigeria. I'm looking forward to taking the next steps in achieving my dreams after my study in Canada to improve the economic growth of my country. Always related back to you going back to your country after your studies. Okay? Next paragraph, then I said, furthering my education will allow me the opportunity to work in my desired career, learn more, and be able to support my parents and show them how grateful I am for all their supports to me. Then this was the final paragraph. I said, thank you for considering my application. I hope to hear from you soon. So this was basically everything I wrote in my statement of purpose. I explained. I don't think I left like any room for doubt. This was the statement of purpose I presented to the visa officer that was able to give me my visa in just one attempt. I hope you will be able to take out one or two from this statement of purpose I just read. And this is the end of the video. If you have any questions concerning statement of purpose or any other questions concerning like your study permit application, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye.